no euthanasia for mental illness. The government's plan to expand MAID is to make it available for individuals whose only medical condition is a mental disorder. Friesen said that would violate the original safeguards promised when Parliament legalized assisted dying in 2016. MAID was only to be for people who are dying, only for adults, and only for those able to truly choose. Unfortunately, all of these promises have been broken. Friesen warned that allowing MAID for people with psychiatric disorders destroys all notion of MAID as an authentic patient choice. Since mental illness can directly impair judgment and make decision making. He cautioned that once the door is opened, other vulnerable groups such as children or people with dementia could follow. EPC Executive Director Alex Schanberg said the coming change should never be considered. He said Bill C-7 passed in 2021 removed the requirements that a person's death be reasonably foreseeable and laid the groundwork for extending MAID eligibility to non-terminal illnesses. Although Parliament has twice delayed the mental illness provision, it's now set to take effect in March 2027. The expansion remains law. This undermines the whole concept of whether someone can properly consent, Schanberg said. Whether they are truly consenting, whether they are of their right mind, and whether there are alternatives for them. And again, that's like, when do we stop this slippery slope? When do we stop? And again, the messaging isn't necessarily, they're advocating as compassionate and care, but at the end of the day, the government in the background is getting excited for how much money they'll save, not only on veterans, but all of the benefits that elders in Canada are supposed to come into. They'll save money if they're no longer here. It's sad and gross, but like, you can find this stuff. Definitely go look for yourself. Don't believe everything I say, but I have seen these things and these reports where people are saving money. Again, if you go watch this clip and you go find her, Kelsey Shireen, I'm so sorry if I'm butchering your name, awful with names, but if you go find her, you'll find her on social media. She has her own podcast and she speaks out about this quite often. I think just go listen to her whole testimony because she is around veterans that are saying these things, and it's so interesting how we scream about what's mental health and what's important, but instead, again, of supporting people with mental health, we want to just be able to offer them to just end their lives, which is abhorrent to me. We should be spending a lot more on helping people with mental health issues versus just telling them that they have no hope and they should take MAID. That's just my personal